All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Houston Texans.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Set, ready? 10 logo. Rock the pass, rock the pass. Here we go, here we go. Deep grip.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132 and a half. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Taken in at the 11. A big kick there. We'll call it 50. Six yards on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Watson into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd, Watson to Barkley on the check down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. He's the reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively, they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now a first down throw. Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. No gain, and it's second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Watson. That's complete to John Ross. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
No gain there as he kept it himself. It's 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
54 Mike. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to go.
After the run, Watson going to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Now it's Watson dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Here we go, set, 18, Gator.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
Pilot, 64, read. Mike 51, Mike 51. Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get in.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop.
Mike set, 18. Man up, man up, man up, man up.
Watson on first down. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be taken short. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Trent Taylor, the one he was looking for, but it's going to be second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the throwing football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and now it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head up.
And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
No problem there on the extra point. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to have lousy starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 6-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple, and it's a touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Typically down to the first half, I might say, well, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But there's blitz coming, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging it. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Able to get there and pick it. Now he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
28, 49ers nothing.
Second and goal from the 1. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal, being chased out left. And this will be a touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So after the penalty, they're back to where they started, 3rd and 10.
Single. I got a single on the slot. Single on the slot. Watch 89. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A first down carry for Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. On second down, here's Barkley. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Undercrunch.
Now Watson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because...
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. The point after is good, and the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete here. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Dylan Cole. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Watch the scoop hard.
On 2nd and 9, Watson looking for his running back, and he's got it. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Here's Watson. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you...
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point forthcoming. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder, and his kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Defense wins championships, baby.
On second down, Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The 26-yard line.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And down to a knee. Well, that's one option.
Let's go. Check. 55.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Let it go.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
Here we go. 10 Tucson. Y'all not ready.
Now. On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Watch QB drop. Bang, 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 bang.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And his first carry, he loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Garoppolo. The open man is Smith. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Wide open receiver, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Safety screaming.
Garoppolo now. First down throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On second down, Ingram. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
General West.
51. Crunch time, defense.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mark Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners, they eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Gold with the extra point, so they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So that one will be accepted.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator.
52's to Mike. Army.
Now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And an alley to run. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Check.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. J.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 14. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
54, Mike, 54. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Oh, here we go.
Good running from Barkley there on 1st down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Check.
61, matchbox lights.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. Now Cunningham has the ball knocked down. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
It's an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point attempt here still to come. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. This will be taken short. And some room to roam now. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to... Try the onside kick. Can't fault him for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Touchdown, Houston. John Ross with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and through, and that will extend this big lead. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
On the double.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down. 3 down.
Get it.
Now it's the backup Tannehill. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 34. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Tight guard. Five.
And again, it's Ingram. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
18 Gator.
Check 4. Check 4.
They'll try and run. Ingram. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. And Gold is able to put it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the 50, it's Watson. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Hey, watch delay.
26. Now let's go.
Throwing now, Watson. They'll roll him out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 18. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during.
It got his man complete. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
San Francisco.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.